from day one in the Dolomites. It was really hot last night, so neither of us slept very well. But the mountains here are beautiful. We are staying in this quaint little town here in the Dolomites. You can see the sun is coming over the mountains behind us. There's a waterfall I'll show you in a second. And we are starting the morning off with some breakfast at a cafe before hitting the road. All right, after the most stressful park job of my life, we've made it to the Jagged cable car. Let's go up. We made it to the top of Jagged here. Look at that, look at those jagged peaks. There's a hike you can do this way to go to a viewpoint. There's a hike over here, not even hike. There's a walk to a viewpoint. So we're gonna start over here and then we're gonna go over there. Just get prepared for like a whole montage of just like beautiful mountain views. This looks like a great place to like frolic, you know, just like Sound of Music type.
5 minutes later.
It's not raining. Leah's just cold.
It's cold.
I'm relishing in the chill compared to the 100-degree weather yesterday. Private gondola for the way down. Leah, what did you think of Jagged?
Beautiful. Since this is a secret trip, I just woke up and was like, hey, what are we doing? I literally had no idea we were getting on a gondola or what we were doing, so it was very beautiful.
I liked it. Yes. All right, we have descended the mountain, and we are now descending into the town of Ortesi, which is one of the main towns here in the Dolomite, right at the bottom of the left that we were just on.
We walked past a meat and cheese and wine place, and I walked in and I smelled it, and I said, we need to get some meat for our walk to lunch. We got speck, which is a local meat here. Have you had it before?
I've never just had it straight up, but I've had it like, I believe like on a pizza or like in like a pasta.
We just cut it fresh for us right from...
Yeah, look.
My dream day.
Alright.
It's like bacon.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Pretty good. Tastes pretty much like prosciutto.
A little more hammy.
Is that okay? It has started to drizzle a little bit, but after a pretty good lunch, we are headed out for now of Ortesi. Sorry, we're a little out of breath. Just a big hill. We are driving to the east, and we're gonna just kind of drive because it's kind of raining. So we're gonna drive through. There's some panoramic viewpoints and stuff, and yeah, we're gonna explore a little bit.
We are now leaving Ortesi. Listen, guys, this is a secret trip. I had no preparation, and I'm not good at remembering and repeating the things, as you know. So that was pretty good of me. We are now leaving town into the mountains. The bus in front of us kept going reversing so that the other bus can move around the corner, but there's
That was lovely.
not a lot of space.
Backing up bus.
It was backing up, and Mikey was close to the guardrail because the roads are tight. Naturally, you have to, a little stressful, but we're okay.
That was some of the most stressful driving of my life, and I'm not even close to done yet. But at least you get views like this as a reward.
It's like a reward.
We're driving through the mountains, as you've seen, and we're at Gardena Pass, which is up there. It's cool.
Continuing going up, got some pretty meadows. Beautiful.
The guy does not look like he's wearing the proper attire. He's got
No, he looks like he's
sleeveless shirt and flip flops.
like biking out there.
And there's a bus.
It's going really wide. Wowzers. Okay.
Alright, officially made it to Casa Gardena. Got a little bit of sun back. I need a beer. We're gonna take that gondola right there, which goes up to that viewpoint. But the guy came out and said, I think weather get worse, bad idea.
He said, forecast said, no good. He didn't tell us we couldn't. We could still get on it if we wanted to. He just said, get the worst.
So, I mean, and it looks like it. Those clouds aren't pretty, so we're
I
gonna...
think you're getting on a metal thing with the chance of thunderstorm. Maybe it wasn't the brightest idea.
So we're gonna walk, and that way we're not attached to metal in case of lightning. Leah's not having a good time anymore.
There's our map right now. A lot of back and forth.
We're all
Back and
stuck
forth.
behind Nikoli.
Have a beautiful lake view in 5 minutes.
So excited. We drove an hour and a half for this. All right, we're going to see Lake Karasee, there was some lightning and storm clouds rolling in, so we're gonna try to get in and out of here before we get thundered on again. Alright, we saw the lake. We saw it, very pretty. And it started pouring. So we made a mad dash for the gift shop. So we can stay undercover until it clears and then go to the car.
5 minutes later.
I didn't have my hood on.
We should have just waited 5 more minutes.
We were getting wet where we were standing though.
Little wet out there, guys. Little wet out there. Nothing we can't handle. Little bit of...
Luckily we got out of the lake. There was like a little like tunnel and store. We were able to get there.
Dude, how did I get soaked?
Before it started pouring. But in order to come
Just
back
a little
to the
bit
car,
of my shirt that was tucked out of my ranger.
yeah, my shorts are soaked. Ooh, look.
Shout out to the North Face because that jacket kept my shirt nice and dry. Unfortunately, the rest of me is completely soaked. Winding down the day, we are in Castelrotto, or Castelruth, I think is the German name. All these towns have 2 names, one in Italian and one in German. And
They all feel Swiss.
and they all feel Swiss. And we're here for some dinner and walk around a little bit. And then, depending on the weather, we may or may not try to go see a sunset somewhere. Dinner was delicious. We both got Wiener Schnitzel, and then Leah got a gelato. She loves a good stracciatella.
I love a sweet treat after dinner.
We are now, for the last thing of the day, going to try to make the drive up to Alpe di Siusi, which is, I believe, the largest, if not one of the largest, alpine meadows in Europe. Hopefully, any rain holds off, because you can see over there right now, it's very rainy. But behind me, it's pretty blue skies, so fingers crossed that we get that stuff. So I'll admit that I didn't do probably as much research as I should have on Alpe di Siusi. And apparently the roads, you can't drive all the way to where you can see everything. Google is a bit misleading in that when you look at images from like the parking spot, it shows the panorama view. Those are actually taken a couple miles that way, and you can only go with authorized permission. But the sunset is pretty, and we're gonna try to go somewhat close on foot, because if we can't take our car, we can use our good old legs. Who knows how close we'll get. As you can see, where is it? Yes, there it is. The sun is setting, but we're going to try our best. And I'm gonna have to apologize to Leah for another long walk and another late night here in Italy. Having fun, Leah? So much fun. I think this is as far as we're going, because we're not sure that going up any further will do any good. Sun has come out. Not quite on the mountains yet, but it's definitely hitting the fields. Alright, we should probably head down soon. Right, Leia? So pretty. But I'd like to go to bed before midnight. In Europe, the sun doesn't set until like 10 o'clock, so it's late. We were about to leave, but it just got a little bit prettier. So we're staying for 5 more minutes. The sun is about to set over there. Bye-bye, sun. Okay, it's still pretty, but it's time to go home.
We gotta go down the mountain.
We have probably a 30-minute drive back.
Yeah.
So, okay. Unless we see something crazy. That's probably all for today. Good night, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. All right, good morning, everybody. We are back on the road, heading towards Val di Funes, I believe is what it's called. It's another one of these Alpine valleys. There's supposed to be some pretty views of the surrounding mountains. Our first stop is going to be in one of the small towns along the way. I forget exactly which one because there's a number of them, but we're stopping at a bakery just to grab some breakfast. And then we'll be continuing on to Santa Maddalena, or Magdalena. It's hard to keep track of all these small town names. Then the rest of the day, we don't have a specific plan. We're going to figure it out as we go. See some pretty stuff. All right, so we are in the town of Santa Magdalena, and we were going to just drive up to this cool viewpoint, but we are realizing, and again, this is probably on me for not doing quite enough research, but we're realizing that a lot of the things that look like you can just drive to them on Google Maps, you can, but they have these signs that say access restricted except for, you know, accepted vehicles or people with permits or whatever. So instead, we're hiking up to the viewpoint, which will take a little bit longer than a drive would, but it's okay because we're breathing in this fresh mountain air. Last little kicker. Very pretty. Was it worth the hike?
It was worth it.
Yeah, it's a great view. This is very like quintessential Dolomites, you know, the rolling hills with the little towns and the churches, and then the jagged mountains in the back. And hopefully we got some good pictures. All right, we are in Ortese again, where we were yesterday. We showed up to this parking garage, and it said it was full, it was blocked off, but I had just seen a car leave. And I pulled right up to I went around the sign that said parking lot full to the actual gate where it said Eins frei, 1 free.
There was more than one.
But there was more than 1 free once we got in there. But
you
I
wouldn't
felt
have been able to come in though because it gives you a ticket.
it doesn't let you in unless you
It has
unless it has a spot free.
It
They
was
were
still
only letting 1 person in, and I get it. All right, we are going to take this funicular up the mountain with hopes of eating at a popular restaurant without a reservation. Where's this luck? We've secured a seat with quite the view. Panoramic views, no obstructions.
Mikey and I both got Radlers, but I got the tinier one, so this is us if we were bears.
What do you think? That's true.
Just see the whipped cream piles. Is that cinnamon in there too?
See, a little cinnamon, little apple. You gotta try it.
Not that. How big do you think I can bite?
I'll eat them.
Yep, tastes like apple pie.
So disappointing. We're both pretty full from lunch, so we're just kind of hanging out in the main piazza here in Ortesi. And I think we're just gonna grab some meat and cheese and bread and just go find a nice picnic spot. Roll out a little blanket and just enjoy some meat and cheese with some nice views in the mountains. I think that'll be our dinner. Probably gonna turn in pretty early tonight because we have a really, really early morning tomorrow. We're heading east towards Lago di Bray, Trecimi, Quintina d'Ampezzo, so lots to do tomorrow. So we're getting up, I think, around 6. So
Yay!
early to bed tonight. All right, we are in the hills near Santa Cristina. We have our meats and cheeses from town. Let's see if we can find a spot to eat on a picnic. Not a bad view for a little picnic dinner, eh? All right, come on, what are you waiting for? Break out the meat and cheese. There's the spread, ladies and gents. Flies could be a problem, but I don't care, because look at the mountain.
We got a gelato spoon so that we could spread our cheese. Forward thinking.
All right, that was delicious.
It was so lovely.
It was just as tasty as many of our other meals and significantly cheaper than almost all of them.
Beautiful view.
And a beautiful view. I'll put some of the information on screen for where this is for people if they want to come replicate this.
Further.
Yeah, this trail
Stop.
goes way further. We just stopped because we found a nice view. But yeah, we're generally headed back, like I said, early night to bed tonight. But we have one day left in the Dolomites tomorrow, and it is going to be a power-packed day. So stay tuned for that. Hello. Hello, baby cows. Oh, hello. Hello. All right, good morning from Lago di Bray, or Crag or Wild Sea, depending on what language you speak. We took about the 1 or 2 hour, 1.5 hour drive here this morning, 1.5 hours it took. And we got here right around 8 a.m. because it gets crowded here. So, also it's gonna get cloudy later today, but right now the sun's out, so let's go get some views of this beautiful lake before it gets crowded. Alright, we're doing a boat tour. I think I'm doing it wrong.
She went, you know how to drive? Mikey went, yep. And she went, have fun.
Can't be that hard, right? It's a rowboat. So we can go anywhere in the lake. Let's try turn this way. Nope, wrong way. Turn it. Nope, that's still the wrong way. Yeah, very fun.
Yes, so you going that?
My arms hurt.
Are you figuring out the boat?
Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive. I'm not a experienced boat rower. I have maybe one other experience rowing a boat.
And Mikey is rowing. He's doing all the work.
Correctly? How did I get stuck with rowing?
It's okay. You're doing great.
Should we go photobomb those people's wedding thing?
They look beautiful.
Yeah, I was just joking. We've parked it temporarily. Should we become the first people ever to play a game of rock, paper, scissors in the middle of Lago di Bray? Ready? I win. Undefeated in Lago di Bray. Alright, we're pretty much done with the boat. We're returning.
It was very
now.
peaceful. Someone else can have a turn though because all of the other boats are
We were out
taken.
here for... Oh look, the tour group must have just showed up. Look at all the people crouching by the way. Look at them. Zoom in on them. That's why you come early, folks. For those coming, this is probably good to know. The boats start at 8 a.m. So if you want pictures with the water without all these people on it, then get here like 7:45, get your pictures, then you'll be first in line for the boats. Because apparently the boats sell out by like midday. That's what I've read online. So
come
any
early.
other tips? I feel like we have another tip.
I don't think so.
Basically just come early, but that's the tip for like anywhere.
Everything.
Like later when we're at that hike that we're gonna do later, I'm gonna be like, I wish we came early, but you can't get
only-
everything early.
Can only go early to so many places.
Yeah. All right, we are stopped in Dobaccio, a town like 20 minutes from where we just were. We're grabbing an early lunch, late breakfast, like a brunch. It's like 10 o'clock. Just because of the timing of today, and now makes sense to eat, so we're gonna eat now. And the views from here are pretty good. All right, what are we doing for our meal, Leah?
We got some pizza. We got focaccia. And I don't even know what else you got. You were just ordering things in there.
That's like a cream donut, and this is like a cheese tart. Pizza's good.
Let's go in.
All right, after a quick lunch in Dobaccio, we are heading south down this beautiful mountain pass here, and we're gonna make a couple stops on our way to Refugio Auronzo, I believe it's called, which is where we're parking to do the hike to the Tre Cime, or the Three Chimneys. But our first stop, which is only 5 minutes from here, from Dobaccio, is Lago di Dobaccio, which makes sense. Short drive later, and we're at lake number 3 for the day, Lago di Landro, I think this one is. Couldn't get the service to load to remind me which one it is, but I know I had it pinned on my Google Maps saved list. We are on our way up to the Tre Cime di Lavaredo, or the Tre Zinen, or the Three Chimneys, whatever language you want to call them. It's supposed to be pretty cool. We're going to do probably 2 hikes up here. One actually to the right over there, kind of behind us, to the Cadini group, and then the one around, or at least partial way around, the Three Chimneys. All right, who knows how long we'll be out here, how long the weather will hold. We're pretty much up with the clouds here.
That's true. Should I get my rain jacket in the car?
Maybe.
Do you have yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna go on without her. I'm just kidding. So there you can see the trail that goes around the Tre Cime. We're gonna do that in a little bit. First, we're gonna do an out and back to Cadini. This is our first hike. Maybe our last, depending on how it goes. Almost there. going. It's raining, so pray we get back safely now, because we're very far from the refugio and we're on the sides of cliffs. Ooh, maybe this was a bad idea. Wasn't supposed to rain. Not good. Not good. Time for a break inside before we consider doing the other hike. We gotta look at the radar. It has stopped raining. We're trying to decide if we should do the other hike because this is the view right now. You probably can't even tell what direction we're facing. There's the Tre Chimi right there. 1, 2, 3. Just kidding. They're over there. But you wouldn't know that, would you? Because you can't see anything. We're in a cloud. Problem is the hike to get to the quote-unquote classic view of the Tre Chimi is, yeah, it's like 3.5 miles out, 3.5 miles back. It's a loop. But even if you did, there's an out and back. It's still long. So, and there's that. We had allotted like 3 more hours here for this other hike. And we could probably do all 7 miles in 3 hours.
I'm having a hard time deciding.
But we don't know if we want to trudge all the way out 3.5 miles to see nothing and then be stuck out there.
Yeah, because the forecast is not helpful. It's just like, yeah, it could rain. It could be sunny though, too.
You'll see what we do in like 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna give it a go. Can't see anything right now, but maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think we're gonna try to do the full loop. I think we're gonna go like a quarter of the way around. So like maybe like 1.5 miles out, 1.5 miles back. See if we could see anything rather than commit to doing the whole thing. I don't know. We'll see. If the weather stays like this, we're not gonna go very far. There they are. Oh, stop.
So we're wrong.
1, 2, 3, I think. And this valley. It's a nice little view too. Nice 360 views.
How many times can he say views in this video clip? Okay, we're still hiking up. We are down there somewhere.
All the people are hearing right now is
Oh well. It's very steep. We were over there. Came all the way in the middle.
can't even see where the trail is.
No, it's just rock. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
There's the refugio, Leah. Almost done. Alright, we are arriving in Cortina d'Ampezzo. It's one of the main towns in the Dolomites. It's probably the most major town, potentially in all the Dolomites, definitely in this eastern part. And they're also going to be hosting the Olympics in like 6 months in February of 2026. So one of these ski slopes that we're seeing off in the distance potentially could be home to, you know, Olympic events in just a couple months, which is pretty cool. All right, we've made it to Cortina. Let's go explore, do some shopping, grab a bite to eat, and then that's a wrap for the Dolomites. Lots of stuff under construction, understandably, as they get ready for the Olympics. Well, that's gonna do it from the Dolomites. Bye, Dolomites.
Dolomites.
We have a couple days left in Italy, so stay tuned for those. But as for the mountains,
Bye, mountains.
arrivederci and auf Wiedersehen.
We're so high on the mountain to go over it that there's still snow up here on July 5th. Crazy.
I'm just tired of driving on these turns.
I know.